Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of IGTV with me. I've got the dog, I'm getting ready to head out in the car. I'm actually driving. Today I'm just going to address a few things. Today is show 8, and today we're going to talk about Anchor.fm. That's how I do all of my podcast narrations. Driving through the gate. All of my podcast narrations for not only Ecom Tips publication, but whatsuptoday.com. And as of today, Writers That Inspire. That is another website that I am just now integrating in. I'll have a lot of work to do on that over the next few days. But today's topic is about Anchor.fm. I do podcasts of the narrations of my articles. I do some live. I do most of my live shows on Facebook and now IGTV with Me Via Keywebco. That's the shows that I'm doing right now. But I'll tell you, I was gonna do just read read to everybody on IGTV, and I did one. I didn't even upload it because it didn't come out very good. It's much better to do the podcast for narration. So I'm going to keep doing Anchor. I have lots of listeners on Anchor FM. I'm on video. I have lots of listeners on Anchor FM. So I'm going to keep doing it. And it's nice because I can embed the Anchor FM podcast directly into the articles. Now you're going to hear a bunch of noise, my employees feeding the dogs and stuff. But I'm still going to do my little video. All right, so I'm driving down the gravel road and we're talking about Anchor FM. As a matter of fact, I don't use my own voice. I use a computer voice. What I use the most common is Speak For Me. It's on a mobile app, seatbelt. I just copy and paste the text into it. There's a 5,000 word limit on the one I use. So sometimes I have to do it in 2 sections. Some of my blogs are rather long. But it works very well, and it's free to anyone to do this, guys. Anchor FM doesn't cost a dime, just like IGTV doesn't cost any money. It's a very effective, very useful tool. I have at least 40 people. It fluctuates between 38 and 40 people all the time that listen to every episode. And it's not always the same people. I've been checking. Half is the same all the time. So Anchor FM is a great way that you can get yourself out there in a podcast. Now, it's not as good as IGTV. You're not seeing them talk to you like this. That's why I do these shows. But it's a really good tool to use in conjunction with other things that you may be doing. I told you about using the Anchor FM podcasts, embed codes inside of blogs and articles. You can also put them in websites. If you go to keywebco.biz, that's my main company website, you'll see there's feeds with the little anchor, and you can listen to whatever the current show is, or you can listen to the one that is just for that specific episode. Hey, dogs barking. I told you there'd be a lot of noise. So Anchor FM is really, really a good way to podcast. You need to do it regularly, though. I missed a few days, so there's 3 podcasts I did today. That's okay, but really the way you need to do it is 1 every day. And normally I do 1 right after each article, and I write 3 or 4 articles a day. I also put my podcasts in the writers that write for me or with me. I don't like to use for because nobody works for anybody. But my friends that write with me, at Ecom Tips publication, and also their stuff is seen on my other sites as well. I love doing their podcast narrations because not only, now let me tell you, there's ethical ways to do this. I do everything ethically, and I suggest you do the same way. If you have a group of writers and they say, oh yeah, make my podcast, make sure that your link in the podcast goes to that writer's original article. Now, you don't have to do that, but that's the way to do it. It's better for Google, and it's also respectful. What I mean by that is, if someone has written 1,000-word article and they're willing to put it in my Ecom Tips publication, yes, I could put the link back to their article in Ecom Tips publication. And sometimes I do that if I'm in a hurry. But the real way to do it, you're doing a podcast in your publication, they're getting your podcast traffic. That's for you. The ethical way to do it is always put the original source article as the source of your podcast. It's just better. And actually, you'll come up better in Google search. So not only is it more respectful for the people that write for you or with you, I've always hired hundreds of employees, so for is built into my language. They write with me. Nobody writes for me. They write for my publication on top of what they do on their own, but they don't work for me. Nobody gets paid anything. Actually, I do pay a little bit because I do the podcast. I do video marketing. I do have groups that all this gets fed in, and my network is rather mammoth. So that's kind of a benefit. Anchor FM is a way that you can get yourself out there for the information to be available for your buyers or your readers or whatever you're working on. I'm an e-commerce speaker and professional, so everything I talk about might relate to products or might relate to blogs. Let me give you an example of how you can use, besides using them in blogs, you can use Anchor FM to communicate with your audience. We're going to do products. I've already talked about blogs. So I sell on eBay. I have lots of products. Most of my products are multi-variation listings. Those don't come up in SEO. In the product catalog they will, but not as a listing. That's just important to know. So a use, and I'm not doing it with Anchor, but I could, a use that I could use Anchor FM for with those products are, I could put the link to that multi-variation listing in eBay that never comes up in Google search or anywhere else. The individual drop downs might come up, but the listing itself never comes up. Trust me on that. All of my stuff is that way. So I could put the link in my Anchor FM to the products I'm going to talk about. I could literally, on Anchor FM, hold the product in my hand, no one can see it, and describe it to the people listening. I can also add, quote out what other people have written. By the way, I thought I would read to you some of the comments I've gotten on this product. Here's my comments on the products that I'm selling. And I'll say, okay, this, let's say it's a bauble light, a little hanging LED light. This LED light had 14 comments. Out of the 14 comments, all were awesome. No problems at all. Then I go to the next item. If you're looking at the listing now, the next item that you see is a LED Christmas sparkly light. Unfortunately, this item had 5 comments and one was not so good. They said it didn't work. I, of course, refunded them. So make sure you check these products out before you buy them. Seriously, guys, did you hear what I just said there? I told my customers, this product that I have got a whole bunch of good reviews. Then I told them, this product had 5 reviews and one of them wasn't so good. They said it arrived and it didn't work. Make sure you check out the products before you buy them. I, of course, took care of it. Now, why would I mention something that was not a positive attribute to a product I'm selling? Why wouldn't I? If I want buyers to trust me and to buy my stuff, they have to know that if I'm carrying something, I'm well aware that, hey, 5 people bought this, 1 person said it arrived, it didn't work. I tested it before I sent it out. So if you get one of these and you have any problem, make sure you get back with me. That listener will save your store. They might not buy something from you then. Hey, cut it out, you little monster. The dog's being bad. That listing that you just shared in your Anchor FM where you're just talking about it. Hey! You have spoiled this dog, right? No! Get in the back seat. Back seat! Sorry, bad dog. Very spoiled. Oh, so you're going to break in and give him some bread. Sorry, guys. All right, so that person that just listened to you on Anchor FM heard you tell them 5 people bought it, 1 of them said it arrived, didn't work, and I tested it before I went, so they might get damaged in shipping. Make sure you contact me. Now that is the best marketing, oh crap, that's the best marketing you can ever do. So that's my show for today. It's very short. I'm talking about Anchor FM. I will give a lot more information. I will write a blog article for this IGTV show, and that way all the information will be available to you. I'll write about Anchor FM. I also have already done articles on it, so I'll write a nice article. You'll find that link in my directory for this after I publicly make this posted. Have an awesome day. Make sure you check out medium.com/ecom-tips. Check out What's Up, that's a Z, not a T, whatsuptoday.com. Check out writersthatinspire.com. I'll talk to everyone again soon.